Upset of the week.
Is that so? Is that so? We're live right now, so don't say it yet.
Oh yeah, I have it. I think you have an idea who I want to pick from a book of upset of the week.
I don't.
All right.
I guess we'll find out. But Jacoby, oh man, I got a friend who's a Dolphins fan who just texted me. He's like, Jacoby Brissett's so bad, and yeah, that throw was pretty bad.
That throw long intercepted by number 23.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That was horrible.
Like that's not
You
even
suck, Jacoby.
anywhere. That's nowhere near like who you're supposed to be throwing to.
Is Tua hurt?
Might be. Probably is. That's probably why he's not playing.
Gosh.
I can't imagine like Brian Flores is trying to do that two quarterback thing he was doing last year with Jacoby Brissett as his other option. It's got to be an injury.
Yeah. Jacoby,
Anyway, guys,
he's
we're
not terrible. He's bad.
this is the predictions episode of the Battle of Ohio podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, me and Tom was just talking and bullshitting about nothing, but I mean not nothing about the game that's currently going on, and that's part of the reason that you can tune in to these predictions episodes is we're also watching the Thursday night and or Monday night game that's going on as we're making these predictions. So Ravens right now, not just to be clear, me and Thomas both picked the Ravens for this game. We did that on the Monday episode. But it's not that we don't think that there's like no chance for an upset here. It's more so we just think there's probably no chance for an upset here. You know, the Ravens are the Ravens, and even though it's like they're looking like they might go into the half 3-3. This is kind of what the Ravens do, right? They kind of like they toy with their prey, and then they just kind of like rip their hearts out at the very end. That's what they've been doing all season, you know.
I hate the Ravens.
Yeah. We will see exactly what happens. But anyway, Thomas, let's go ahead and get into these predictions. So, like I said, we're starting with man. How did he escape that sack? Well, he's Lamar Jackson. That's how. We're starting with me and you both predicted the Ravens in this game because just for obvious reasons, we don't really have to go into that too much. So next game we got on the docket, we got the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets in New Jersey. So what do you got on this one, Thomas?
Buffalo Bills versus Jets. The Jets being the Jets and the Bills being the Bills. You know, although there were a lot of big upsets in the NFL last year, I'm still going with the Bills. I mean, you know, Josh Allen, you know, he's been up and down actually this year. Last year he looked great. He doesn't look as good as he did last year.
The legend Mike White is coming back, Thomas.
I mean, Mike White. I mean, look, man, on the low, like he had to look bad. Let's be real, he hasn't looked bad. I mean,
I thought he looked bad against the Patriots, but then like you're right, since he's had time to prepare as the starter, he's looked fine.
I mean, well, you know, the thing is that you know. I mean, like, honestly, the Jets don't look. The Jets. Let me say this about the Jets. The Jets don't look like pushovers anymore.
Well,
which
Jets
means to me that they got a good coach, or a coach that knows what he's doing.
The Jets look better than the Adam Gase Jets, so they're going in the right direction, I think, with Robert Saleh.
Yeah.
I think they. I think Robert Saleh is proving that he was the right choice. It's like the Jets are an absolute mess, and nobody's going to win with this team. But Robert Saleh's got him playing hard and fighting against, I mean, don't forget this team took down both the Titans and the Bengals, and that was the Titans before Derrick Henry got hurt. Don't forget.
Can we talk about how bad the offense of the Ravens look right now?
Yeah, they look really bad right now. But I mean, like, to be fair, the Dolphins were supposed to have a good defense going into this year, so maybe they're finally hitting their stride.
No, it goes back to my theory that I said to last episode
that the Ravens are going to collapse.
Yeah, eventually. It's inevitable. It's inevitable.
I mean,
it's literally inevitable.
It's getting to be about that time of year when the Ravens typically do that.
It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. It,
Yep.
like you said on a podcast. You said on the podcast, the Bengals during the Marvin Lewis era, they would play well at the beginning of the year, and then they would limp into the playoffs, and they always see a first round exit. What have the Ravens been doing the last couple of years? I mean, I know they beat the Titans last year, but what have the Ravens been doing the last couple of years?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of the same thing, really.
Well, the same thing this year. All right, who got next?
Well, technically, I didn't make my pick yet, but
Oh,
I think it's pretty
Bills.
obvious I'm taking the Bills. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, do you
yeah.
believe in Mike White? Mr. White, do
We
you believe
talked
in
about.
Mr.
I mean, I think Mike White is fine. He might be a better option for the Jets right now than Zach Wilson. He might, in general, be a better option for the Jets than Zach Wilson. Because I mean, I was very low on Zach Wilson going into that draft. I did not think he would be a very good quarterback in the NFL. I mean, we'll see. Oh my God, Jacoby Brissett, you're terrible.
Man, that Wilson is like is the Josh Rosen. Yeah, the Josh Rosen of this league. Yeah, that was horrible. That was bad. That was really bad.
All right, so we got the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to Indianapolis to play the Colts.
Ooh,
Division rivalry.
that's a tough one.
Really?
That's
Is
a
it?
tough.
Is it that
Because like,
tough?
well, Jacksonville really haven't been that bad lately, for real. I mean, I know the Colts are really not.
I mean,
The
they've been a
Colts,
little better.
the Colts are the best bad team in the AFC. In fact, I'm going to Colts this game, but like the Colts are the team that like, a lot of teams in the AFC are just doing a lot better than they should be. The Colts are that team that's like doing what they should be doing. The Colts are that team that's doing what they should be doing. They're doing like what they should be doing.
Isn't that good?
They're exactly what they say they are.
Huh.
But yeah, give me the Colts. You're right. Give me the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. The Jaguars have been playing a little above where they're naturally at lately. I don't know. Like I think that game against the Bills was more so just the Bills had a good game than the Jaguars had, or the Bills had a bad game rather than the Jaguars had a good game.
I don't know. The Bills been having a lot of bad games lately, man. Makes you wonder.
Yeah, it kind. I wouldn't say that I'm like ready to like.
I mean, they had more
You
bad.
know.
They had many bad games. The Browns had. Browns had more bad games than they did. So I can't say nothing.
I'm just saying I'm not quite ready to jettison the Bills from being like contenders just yet.
Oh no, they're definitely contenders. Half the teams in the AFC are contenders.
Right.
AFC
But
so
I think
fast.
right now I think the Indianapolis Colts are like right on the borderline of being playoff contenders.
Yeah.
So I mean they're not quite there right now, but I think they could get there.
I think if the Colts were in NFC, I think they have a better record. I think they'd be still in the race for playoffs. I just think the AFC is just that
Maybe.
good. I think the AFC is just that freaking good right now.
Well, you could I don't know. You could make the argument that the AFC is not nearly as good. Holy shit! There's a big one. Get out of bounds! What are you doing?
And they are the Dolphins.
Why
They are the
wouldn't you get
Dolphins.
out of bounds?
They are the Dolphins.
Now you got to take a goddamn timeout.
They are the Dolphins.
And he's over here celebrating. It's not like that's great. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you got a good play, but get out of bounds. It's like you remember when DK Metcalf like started like running around and like almost lost the Seahawks again, and the Seahawks lost the game anyway. But it's just like, bro, you got to get out of bounds. Like that's cool that you like made a guy miss and you got an extra like 15 yards. That's great, but you really didn't need it. That was just a great play in and of itself. The Dolphins are already able to take a lead. Get out of bounds, and maybe you can get another like 15 yards on the next play.
Well, even that, like if he didn't do that little side juke, and then he just ran past the dude like he had all the space in the world to do, he could have had a touchdown. Who caught that? Whoever caught that sucks. You're not my worst enemy.
I mean, obviously, it doesn't suck. He got the separation to make that play happen in the first place. But at the same time, it's just like, have some awareness, bro.
Just you get 3 shots in the end zone. You get 3 shots in the end zone. That's probably not a good idea because he's probably gonna throw an interception.
All right, that's a helmet to helmet on the Ravens right there.
You're a second ahead of me.
To anybody watching, we are going to get back to predictions eventually, but this is a very dramatic portion of the game. It's about to go to halftime. We'll probably knock through these predictions at halftime.
All right, so
Oh no, that's not a catch. Not that it matters. It's a helmet to helmet hit, but it's not a catch.
he had the ball in his hand.
He bobbled it though, and it hit the ground before he gained control. But it doesn't matter because again, it's a helmet.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Okay, you are a second ahead of me. You are a second ahead of me.
Wow, that's new.
Well, no, see, like I guess so. So the Monday night games I play on my Fire Stick and I do ESPN. The Thursday night game I use NFL Network, and NFL Network is slower than me. ESPN is always on point, so you know.
I just use NFL Game Pass. Oh, they almost caught the touchdown on the deflection. Oh, that would have been so cool.
Yeah, AD, you suck.
That's Mike Gesicki too, I think.
Oh, God, I'll take that.
He definitely does not suck.
Yeah, he's a one. I think I have him fantasy. One of my leagues.
Oh, is that no? Okay, that's Shaheen. I thought that's not Gesicki. Adam Shaheen, I think. Okay, they got 9 seconds left. They probably got time for one more shot at the end zone, and if not, they're going to kick a field goal. Come on, Dolphins. Come on, Dolphins.
Yeah, don't disappoint me, Dolphins. It don't really matter. They're always going to find some way to score. Anyway,
this will make me feel a lot better about losing to the Jets if the Ravens lose to the Dolphins.
I'm not worried about the Ravens.
I mean, the Ravens are in first place right now. Like, you can't discount that.
I mean, like, they always do this, Cal. They always do this, man.
Shush, let me believe.
Like, the Ravens always do this stuff, man. All I'm saying is that, like, I just, it's fool's gold, man.
But I want the gold, Thomas.
No, I'm saying the Ravens, like,
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying.
I just don't get the hype, man. They do this. They.
Okay, I see what you're saying. And that was almost an interception by Brissett there.
Yeah, Brissett sucks.
So what do? You got 5 seconds. Do you take another shot?
I mean,
that play took 4 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you risk not getting the field goal? I don't think I think they're not going to do that. Jacoby Brissett, you suck.
Yeah, just throw it to his chest. Throw it up so you get that pass interference.
Right.
Or run it in or something. You get it. Anyway, what's the next game we got?
Yep. All right, so we're going to go into halftime at 6-3 unless something crazy happens here. Kicks up, and it's good. Obviously, it's a 22-yard attempt. And we're going into halftime. So let's go ahead and knock through these predictions then, Thomas. So next game you got up is the Kansas City Chiefs going to Las Vegas to play the Raiders. What you got?
Chiefs.
All right.
As the Raiders start to fall off, the Chiefs start to gain some momentum and find some way to creep in the playoffs. Honestly, the Chiefs scare me more than the Ravens.
I'm not sure if I'm ready to say that the Chiefs are necessarily going to have a bounce back just yet, but I don't. How do you move forward if you're the Raiders? Like obviously they overcame the John Gruden situation. Great. They clearly did not overcome the Henry Ruggs situation because they lost to the Giants, and now after that. Now you've got this whole Damon Arnett situation going on. So how do you move forward at this point? I don't know. I think the Raiders are pretty much like I think the Raiders are going to collapse after this. I
mean, the Henry
they
Ruggs
have the
thing
talent, but I don't know if they have the chemistry to overcome all of this stuff.
So the Henry Ruggs thing is, man, it is deep, man. That's some real stuff, man. That's some I mean, I know Gruden, yeah, but like there isn't no like there isn't no analyst on the Gruden thing. Like you can't I mean, not the Gruden thing, the Ruggs thing. You can't, I mean, like it. Like that's a whole nother animal, man. That's just a whole nother animal of controversy, man. That's just like, dang,
Well,
like
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's only so much you can do to put that out of your mind, and obviously the Raiders weren't able to get it done. They went in, they laid an egg against the Giants, and I think that that's going to be following them for the rest of the season. Especially because, like I said, like they follow that up the following week with Damon Arnett getting in trouble, and then getting released from the team. Now, not like Damon Arnett was any good. He was pretty much a bust, and there's been Bengals fans been like, we need to go get Damon Arnett, because there are people who think that just like literally any player who's available, who they recognize his name, then they think that we should go sign them. And also Damon Arnett went to Ohio State, so there's probably some of that going on there too.
yeah.
I
Ohio
actually
State
just
fans are the worst.
I just interviewed Bengals fan Vance Meek for my YouTube channel, and we were talking about that, and he was like, yeah, that the Damon Arnett thing is probably just Ohio State fans being Ohio State fans. But the point being, at least for the Raiders, is just I just don't see how they overcome all this. Like I don't see how they overcome all of this. I mean, maybe they can next year, but I think by the time they get around to overcoming it this year, it's going to be too late. They're going to be, I think, out of the playoff hunt by the time they start kind of turning themselves back around at this point. And it's a shame because the Raiders had a lot of potential this year, but I think they're pretty much done at this point.
Ohio State fans are the worst.
Ohio State fans are about the worst. It's Ohio State fans and it's Steelers fans. I think I might put Steelers fans ahead of Ohio State fans, but
I don't on a low,
it's
like
not too
I
far
see, but like the thing is though, like I hate Ohio State fans more because I just don't like college football at all. Like at all. Like I can't watch college football. Like dude, like Kyle, I'm gonna be real with you. Like I try, like I don't care who it is. I just can't. I like FCS college football more than I like the FBS. To be real with you.
no, I
Like
agree with you because it's such a like it's
college
such
football
a
sucks, man. Let's be real. College football sucks. I don't care what nobody say. College football freaking sucks. Let me tell you how, like, it just sucks, man.
well,
Because like it just doesn't, like, so much of it just doesn't mean anything half the time.
exactly, and like I mean, here's my thing. Like you see, you've got University of Cincinnati, right? They're
Yeah.
undefeated right now. They're one of the best teams in the entire country, and because there's like some old farts out there who think that their schedule and that the way that they've played their schedule isn't as impressive as some other teams who are not undefeated, by the way.
And because of UC, not Oklahoma or Ohio State.
Because those old farts are just too stuck in their own mentality, then UC isn't going to get a chance to compete for a national championship. It's just crap. That's why I like the NFL, because even like I mean it sounds crazy to think about right now, but if the Houston Texans completely turn their season around starting today, they could win the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter what some old fart in freaking South Carolina thinks. Like any
Exactly.
team right now, no team is currently mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. So any team could, even the Lions could turn it around and win the Super Bowl this year. That's not going to happen, but they could.
I mean,
They could go. They could go 9 and
right.
8.
This whole thing, like you don't get rewarded for success in college football at all. It is always, and like the schools get the most money, and schools get the biggest bowls, schools get everything, are
Right.
the bigger schools, and there's just no system at all for in college football. There is no system at all for small schools to succeed. And it's so disproportionately favored toward the Alabamas and Ohio State. And obviously, yeah, you get schools like Purdue, like right, Purdue could get just hot. It just become a powerhouse, right? Clemson became a powerhouse, right? They sucked for a long time. They became a powerhouse for a little bit. Now they suck again. Florida State, they sucked, and then they became powerhouse for a little bit. Like even still, like, but like schools that like Wake Forest, man, they got hot. And people like, oh yeah, Wake Forest is like the stuff now. No, Wake Forest lost. Now Wake Forest came the closest to win a championship they have in 50 years last week, and they lost it. And they probably not gonna get close again for another 50 years. Let's be real. Because college football freaking sucks. People are like, hey, well, Ohio State beat Penn State this week. Yeah, Ohio State gonna beat Penn State. They always beat Penn State. No, they don't. They lost. They lost 4 years ago. They lose to Penn State once every 10 years. I'm supposed to be entertained by that.
Right.
Ohio State just rams right through the freaking Big Ten. I'm supposed to be entertained by that.
And it's not even impressive because all they
it's not even impressive.
Like you get like 8 or 9 teams that get all the top recruits, and then like nobody else gets to compete. And they go out and they schedule these teams against teams that have like no level of competition to like do a service to the teams who are like these FCS teams. They're like, we're gonna play a game against you to give you some recognition, and then we're gonna look better like out of it because we're gonna win 68-0. And it's just like, how is that entertaining?
100,000 people fill up the Horseshoe to watch Ohio State play a team like Youngstown State.
Right, and
well, they went today.
State's gonna pummel them, but
can you imagine tailgating? I hope we win today, Bob. Yeah, I hope we win today too. Our players are borderline professionals. Their players are probably half of them will walk-ons.
Well, and see, that's the other thing. It always kind of feels weird for me. Like, I mean, when we were in college, Thomas, it was fun going to the college games, et cetera, et cetera. But it's like
we all
now,
go to halftime.
It's like now it's just kind of like it feels weird going out and like shouting at these kids who are kids and being like, do this thing, do that thing, but it's like they're kids. It's like like watching the NFL.
And the talent,
these are grown men who are professionals at their craft and stuff like that. Like it feels weird like calling for some college kid to get benched because like he might not have the maturity to be able to handle that. You could be like ruining some kid's life just by being like, "You suck, Smith. Get out of there."
But no, like on top of that, like the worst thing is that I hate the argument that college football fans make for college football being better. Oh, there's more passion in college football. Is there?
Really? Right. I mean, how?
Really?
How is there? How is there? Is there
really? Is there really more passion? Because the Browns sucked for a very long time. I mean, and people still sold out that stadium. Yeah, sometimes
there might be more passion among the players because in the NFL you're competing for a paycheck, and so that's what some people.
I'm passionate for my paycheck.
Care about. Well, right,
but I mean, like, if I didn't get paid, would you go to work if you didn't get paid? That's my passion. Making a living is my passion. If I'm freaking making $10 million, I'm gonna be passionate about making $10 million because I gotta freaking afford my Lambo. And keep in mind, the NFL. Keep in mind, this is about the NFL. Keep in mind about this in the NFL. People got to get this straight about the NFL. Most of the money in the NFL is not guaranteed. You got to play for your contract in the NFL.
Hey Thomas, but we're not getting paid for this.
Yeah, but we're passionate about it.
That's my point.
But if we got paid, look, Kyle, I promise you, if somebody came up to me and was like, "Hey, Thomas, we're gonna offer you like $500 an episode for the Battle of Ohio podcast." Somebody told me that, dude. You know how hard. If somebody offered me like a lot of money to do this episode, we do an episode every friggin' day.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. If we were getting paid $500 an episode to do the Battle of Ohio podcast right now, I'd be telling you, hey Thomas, we're getting way off topic. We're getting paid to do this. Shut your fucking mouth, dude.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. The whole point. Let's get back to the topic. The topic is college football sucks, and I don't care who I trigger on this. You suck, college football, and people are like, "Oh, what about the rivalries?" So, what about them?
It's gonna be funny if somebody like randomly checks in on this stream because they see somebody streaming right now during a Monday Night Football game. They're gonna check in. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I wonder what they're predicting," and then we're like, "Fuck you, college football!" And they're like,
fuck you, college football.
What did I stumble into?
The thing is, the biggest thing, my biggest beef with college football is I just do not like the NCAA. I just do not like the NCAA. I did not like how they handled the Penn State situation. I did not like how they handled the Reggie Bush situation. I did not like how they handled the Jim Tressel situation, or Urban Meyer situation. I just don't like how they handle these kids. I don't like how they ruin these kids' lives. And they like, you talk about how bad Roger Goodell punished people. I think the NCAA is even worse. I thought the whole handling, why so, man, we're not gonna get on that because we stay away from topics like this on this podcast. But I just felt like the Penn State thing could have been handled better. I don't like the fact that when you're a kid that you can't work or you can't take any gift or anything. Like, you work for your talent. Like, and now I get it now the rules have changed, but like, all right, wow, now the rules changed, but it was just stupid, man. The rules are stupid. NCAA is stupid. College football sucks. Dang, I can't get into it. I just can't. I don't like watching blowouts. Bowl season's fun though. But before bowl season, every single college football game is blowout. No, every single college football game is a blowout, man. Every single college football game is a blowout. 99.9% of college football games are blowout. There's that 1% where they be like, "Oh, did you see that game? Yeah, it was exciting." But the other 99% of 9-point games, you'll have 50 games.
I'll tell you what. Watching Joe Burrow win the national championship, that was a hell of a game. But okay, so Kentucky, right? They got really good this year. They were like number 6 in the nation at one point. And they were going up against Georgia, who's number 1 in the nation. And I got myself excited. I'm getting to that. I got myself all excited about it. I was like, oh man, is Kentucky going to finally be like, is this where Kentucky finally makes its mark as like one of the best teams and like one of the powerhouse teams in the country? The football team actually holds its own next to the basketball team, which has been the juggernaut part of Kentucky for years. Is this when the Kentucky football finally gets on the map and boom, we lose by like 50 points. And then like we come out of it, what infuriates me about college football, we came out of that game and my dad texted me, he's like, hey, that might have actually been a really good result because Kentucky scored a touchdown in garbage time, which means that the NCAA committee is going to look favorably upon that because they scored a touchdown against Georgia, and most teams don't score touchdowns against Georgia. And I'm like, why are we watching college football then if nobody's scoring touchdowns? What's the point?
But like the thing is, and the worst part is your father's probably right, dude. That's literally how the debates go on college football. Well, okay, so this team did. So it's not about if you won or not. It's about how much you won by. I think that's the stupidest thing. Like I just
insane.
I can't stand college football, man. I can't do it.
It's ridiculous. We need to get back to these predictions, though. So let's
you
go
suck
on
college football.
You do suck college football, and I think the Ravens-Dolphins game might be back on. That's how long we were on college football. So let's talk about the Saints.
Save that 15 minutes and make another video about it and call it 15 minutes why we hate college football.
I might have to make a video of that and put it on my YouTube channel because that's fucking gold. Please. But anyway, let's talk about the Saints and the Titans. We need to talk about the Saints and the Titans. Who do you think is going to win between the Jameis Winston-less Saints and the Derrick Henry-less Titans?
Man, that was a tough one. The Saints really didn't look that bad last week, for real.
But now the Titans.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I'm going with the Titans. You're right. I'm going with the Titans.
Well, you say I'm right, but I think I'm going with the Saints. All I was saying was it's kind of an even matchup. You got like you got two teams that lost kind of the glue that holds their team together, but then neither of those teams looked too bad without those players. Like I believe they both won their games. So the New Orleans Saints went out and they put what was it, Trevor Siemian and Taysom Hill out on the field, and they found a way to win that football game. The Tennessee Titans did the same thing. They went out and beat who did they beat? The Rams. They went out and they took care of business against the Rams. So I think probably the Titans came out of that looking a little bit better, but I'm still skeptical about what the Titans are going to be long term without Derrick Henry. Whereas the Saints, it's like I think Jameis Winston is fine, but I don't think Jameis Winston is like the end all be all for quarterbacks or anything like that. So I feel like, when you got Sean Payton as your head coach, I feel like he can scheme something up to, make the Saints a little better off without their franchise, quote unquote franchise guy than the Titans will be long term. So I think I'm gonna like project the Saints to win this game, and I'm kind of 50-50 on this one. I wouldn't be shocked to see the Titans win, but I think I'm gonna go with the Saints on this one.
Okay. Okay.
So next,
all right, that's a good reason.
Next, you got the Los Angeles Chargers hosting the Minnesota Vikings. Who wins it, Thomas?
I mean, I was high on the Vikings last week, and I was close, man. Vikings were whooping on the Ravens, and the Ravens had that little second half comeback. They're gonna have the second half comeback against the Dolphins. Unfortunately, I hate the Ravens. Yeah, and the Chargers really haven't really looked like. At the beginning of the season, the Chargers looked hot. They came out hot, steaming, but they're starting to come down to earth a little bit more. So the Chargers aren't as good as they once seemed. But I see you go first on this one.
All right. I am going to pick the Chargers for one reason and one reason only. It's because I am sick and tired of picking the Vikings. Because I've been saying every single week I've been saying, the Minnesota Vikings are better than what their record indicates. The Minnesota Vikings can go out there and they can beat anybody. They just got to learn how to do it. And my God, they just cannot figure it out at all at any given week. And Jacoby Brissett is hurt. I think he might be done for the year. So who the fuck do they even have in at quarterback? Oh, they got Tua going in.
Oh, the Tua was healthy the whole time.
So what on earth? So they benched Tua for Jacoby Brissett? Are you kidding me? Brian Flores needs to go immediately. Brian Flores needs to be fired.
I seen that too. Like I was just like, there's like,
does Brian Flores hate Tua?
I don't look, man. Look. Here's the thing. All I know is Tua need to go to another team. Tua need to go to another team.
I don't understand.
All I know is I seen Jacoby Brissett go down. I'm like, oh man, I feel bad for Jacoby Brissett. And then I just see Tua outside Loa, give him a sideline, put his helmet on. Number one, that is Tua, right?
That is Tua, yeah.
Why is he on the bench?
I don't know.
Well,
I mean, unless it's one of those things like he's got like a lingering injury and they're trying to be careful, but he's like available in case he's needed. I don't know. It's stupid.
What's the next thing we got to predict? I'm sorry.
Well, you never gave me your prediction on the Vikings and Chargers.
Yeah. Chargers. I want to pick the Vikings, but the Vikings got to tell me why I need to pick them. So I'm just gonna go with the Chargers. I'm gonna be safe.
Yeah, that's like I said. Just the Vikings. I've been saying they can beat anybody, and they just continue to fail to. They
really can though.
So it's like
they really can, and they will.
Enough, but until they do,
they might even win this week. But like we're talking about predictions. If I was putting money on it, I'm putting money on the Chargers first.
Until they do it, I just can't believe it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, next we got the Denver Broncos hosting the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hey, man, the Broncos been turning a lot of heads, man. The Broncos, like, they find ways to win these games.
Mm-hmm.
And that win...
Well, against the Cowboys.
I mean, they're 5-4.
That's because they won 3 games in a row at the beginning of the season against bad teams. Who was the other team they beat?
I mean, like, if the Steelers were 5-4, if the Steelers were 5-4 with the same exact schedule, they'd be talking about the Steelers being
I wouldn't.
coming.
I wouldn't. I'd be saying the same damn thing.
Of course we are. If Steelers got a better record with a harder schedule, we're still saying the same damn thing.
Right.
Yeah. Give me the Broncos.
All right.
Wait, who's home that game?
Broncos.
Yeah, give me the Broncos.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna make this my big upset of the week. I'm still picking the Eagles, but I'm not making it my big upset of the week because I have a bigger upset of the week coming.
Okay. I mean,
But I think
man.
that's the thing. That's the thing. The Denver Broncos have been, like you said, they've been low key competitive. They've been low key finding a way to win these games. That's the one thing the Eagles haven't been doing lately. They've been competitive in a lot of these games. They just haven't been finding a way to actually win them. But at some point, they're going to find a way to win them against sloppy teams like the Broncos. So I don't know. I think the Eagles find a way to get it done this week.
How did Lamar Jackson be just taking so many hits, man? Like, he don't look that big, but like when you see him personally, he's actually a lot bigger than he looks.
Yeah.
But like, I just be wondering how he be taking so many hits. It's just like, huh?
I don't know. Next up, we got the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. What you got, Thomas?
Falcons versus Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Vikings haven't really looked that bad. You know, they're coming back to respectability. Brissett just look like he's running on the sidelines, but they just look like they should. I mean, he should probably sit this one out and just let Tua play.
That's kind of my thought, man. Like, let Tua go in there. Like, I don't like. You're not getting anything done with Jacoby. Like, you got 6 points. Both of them are field goals. I don't know. I think give Tua a shot, man. If you got Tua in there and he's supposed to be like your franchise, like your next big franchise quarterback, then let him play.
Well, what are the Dolphins even doing anymore?
I don't know. Like, it's just like, what do you like? Like, you're not grooming Jacoby Brissett to be the next dude. So let Tua go play, man. Like
I didn't even know he was healthy. Like, why do you even have him? You're not going to play him. Like, what's even like? Nobody wants to see Jacoby Brissett anyway.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if the Ravens seem like they're giving the Dolphins an opportunity to go get this game, and I think if you put Tua in, because Tua can play at like a high level, he's not necessarily always. Oh, that almost got intercepted, but it got knocked.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that. Is it like? Do they think that he's that bad? Anyway, give me the Cowboys.
What a trend, smooth as ice. All right. So the Falcons.
I was contemplating my decision the whole time. Like I said, that's the whole thing. I was watching the football game. I was contemplating my decision.
I almost kind of want to go with the Falcons here, just because of what the Cowboys did against the Broncos last week.
I know. I'm thinking of him. Like, I mean, the Vikings really don't look that bad for real. Honestly, they're getting better in the season. Matt Ryan, not a bad quarterback. They got some weapons on the team. Like, you know, Calvin Ridley's a beast. I mean,
Tua's going out there.
All right, about damn time.
Let's go, Tua. I will go on. I will go buy a Tua Tagovailoa jersey if he beats the Ravens. I'm not going to do that. I'm not really going to do that. I will do something nice with Tua Tagovailoa if he beats the Ravens.
Why isn't he starting?
I don't know. Because Brian Flores is an idiot.
Like, I mean, he's the second-year quarterback now.
Belichick.
Yeah, he's an idiot. So what are you taking?
So, I don't know. Like,
I'm just tripping on the fact that Tua was on the bench the whole time. Like, how do we start the podcast? Like, is Tua injured? He's probably injured. That's probably why we don't see him play. Nobody's just chilling on the sidelines, counting his fingers. You got 10 of them, Tua.
You know what, Thomas? I got a 10-game lead right now, so I'm going to take a chance. I think the Falcons can do it. I don't know if they will do it, but I think they can. And I think the Cowboys got exposed a little against the Broncos, so maybe the Falcons can use that as a little bit of a blueprint for how they can tamp down on the Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
So I'm going to take a flyer here, and I'm still not calling this my big upset of the week. But I think this is just big upset week for me because I'm picking a lot of upsets.
Hey man, look, all the upsets that happened last week in the NFL, I think I should pick more. I think I'm an idiot here. I'm being real with you.
Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get him. Part of why that was weird is because it doesn't happen every week when you get that many upsets. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and move on. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to Washington to play the Taylor Heineke football team.
Tampa Bay versus the football team.
Yeah.
How's Taylor Heineke been playing, by the way?
Not particularly well, to the best. I mean, I don't know. I don't really keep.
I don't know either. I don't keep up with Taylor Heineke.
From what I've heard, he's been like okay-ish, but which is about what you expect out of Taylor Heineke. Like, you know, the way he played in the playoffs last year is like he was okay-ish, but it wasn't
either
great.
way, I'm going to Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, I think that's probably the smart play here. Man, Tua goes in and suddenly the Dolphins' running game gets better. How does that work? Keep Tua in. All right, yeah, I'm going with Tampa Bay Buccaneers here too. The Washington football team's a mess right now. Part of the reason why they kind of gave the Buccaneers a bit of a scare in the playoffs last year was because of that defense, and that defense has just been atrocious this year. So it doesn't really, to me, it doesn't really even matter about Taylor Heineke. It's the rest of the team that's just, you know, a fucking, it's abysmal. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are just a much more complete football team than this terrible Washington football team.
Like Tua's more of a complete quarterback than freaking. Why? Like I'm just
and
like
he's out here slinging it too. That's the thing.
I'm just tripping on this. I'm just really tripping on this. You draft this guy, you invest in this guy, and then you go get a backup quarterback, and then you're 2-7. You got nothing to lose. Put him out there and see what you got in him.
Right. And, I mean, here's the thing. It's like
nobody wants to see Jacoby Brissett.
It's obvious that he's better than Jacoby Brissett. Just look at the just look at the throws that he makes. Like that one throw he had was like prettier than every single throw that Jacoby
Brissett had tonight. Yes.
I don't know, man. Cardinals, Panthers. What you got?
Cardinals.
Yeah. I don't know how Cam much Newton analysis really. Yeah.
Cam Newton can't save the day.
Cam Newton. I'm not even sure if Cam Newton is going to play, because they just signed him.
Yeah, I know he's not going to play today. He's probably not going to play for another 2 weeks.
Dude, what if Cam Newton brings the Panthers back to relevancy, and like, you know how I was talking about earlier, it's like any team can still make the playoffs from this point. What if Cam Newton does that for the Panthers and he like takes them to the Super Bowl?
They're in the NFC, man. There's 17 to make the playoffs. There are not 7 good teams in the NFC. There are 4 good teams in the NFC. 5 good teams in the NFC. The Rams, the Buccaneers, the Cardinals.
Do you count the Saints?
Not really, for real.
Yeah.
The Rams, the Buccaneers, the Cardinals. The Rams, the Buccaneers, the Cardinals, the Packers.
I mean, to be fair, if I'm right, and the Saints do beat the Titans, then they'll be 6-3. So I mean, that's not bad.
But like, all right, so okay, here go real question. If the Saints were in the AFC, do you think they have the same record they have right now?
That might be why they benched Tua, because he's inaccurate.
Yeah, well, you should, yeah.
I mean, I agree. See what you got.
See what you got. See what you got,
anyway,
man. See what you got.
Well, anyway, what were you saying?
Okay, if the Saints were in the AFC, would they have the same record they have right now?
I mean, it depends on which division they're playing, honestly.
Like, I
mean, are they playing?
That's 100.
Are they in the AFC South? Then yeah, probably.
If they're in any division but the AFC South.
Did the Dolphins just get a false start on 4th and 9?
Yeah, they did.
Jesus
the Dolphins
Christ.
suck, man. Dolphins freaking 2-17 for a reason. Anyway, yeah. So
2-17.
Yeah. 2.
How do you go 2-17?
The Browns pretty much did that. Browns won
Sort of.
one.
What was their record? Like how many games in a row did they lose?
All I know is Hugh Jackson won 3 games in 3 years.
Yeah, I know that.
Like, how do you win one game a year? Like, it's like your own day. Like, this man had more birthdays than wins.
Oh man.
When you went for your birthday, a win. You get one big present your birthday and one big present on your on Christmas. That was Hugh Jackson. He was waiting around for Christmas or his birthday to get a win. He goes, do I want to win on Christmas or I want to win on my birthday? Ooh, it's tough.
My birthday's in May, so I don't get that. All right, so you got the Seattle Seahawks traveling to Green Bay to play the Packers, and I
Wilson's
think
back though, right?
yeah, Wilson's back. I think Rodgers is back too. I mean, you don't know for sure until probably like Friday, honestly, but I think I haven't heard anything about him getting another positive test. So
Man, you talk about distractions though. Like, I said this. I think that the Browns' distraction with Odell was the third biggest distraction. Was thank God the Browns are the third biggest distraction in the NFL. I think that is the bigger distraction that your quarterback lied about a COVID test and all that. Like that Aaron Rodgers story, man. That Aaron Rodgers story is very bizarre, and Aaron Rodgers should get burned like a lot for all of that. Like,
I don't know, man. It doesn't seem to me like the players at least are really too mad at him about that.
yeah, well, like here's my thing though, man. Like he put him in position to lose, but the problem wasn't that he. The problem wasn't that he did it, that he didn't get a vaccination. If he didn't get a vaccination, fine, whatever. The NFL allows you not to get a vaccination. Is the fact that you lied about it, and you're the quarterback. Like the red flags here, man. This is not a good look, man. It's just not a good look. It's just not. It's just not, man. It's just a horrible look. And like the player is Green Bay, so they're gonna they're a good organization. They keep things in the house, but I'm sorry, it's just not. I'm going with the Seahawks, man, because I want the Packers to lose after that. I hate the Packers after that stuff, man. Aaron Rodgers really like I don't like Aaron Rodgers, man. Well, I used to, but like he's kind of a brat. Like you talk about Odell being a brat, I think Aaron Rodgers is more of a brat than Odell is. Really.
Man, I wish the Bengals defense knew how to tackle like this.
Like honestly, like he's a brat, man. Like he's spoiled. Like he's a brat. Aaron Rodgers is literally a brat, man.
He definitely acts like one.
I don't regret saying that because he whines so freaking much. Oh, life is so bad with my State Farm commercials and my team that have all this history and the fact that we keep on losing the NFC Championship game, and I got one of the best receivers in the game. They don't do enough for me.
So
you suck, Aaron Rodgers. You're great, actually. You're one of the greatest quarterbacks ever.
So who do you got winning this game then?
I told you the Seahawks, man. I want the Seahawks. I'm the Seahawks. Out of spite too. I want the Packers to lose this game. I mean, give me the Seahawks.
Okay, I'm picking the Seahawks too, but not out of spite. I'm picking the Seahawks because I genuinely think that Aaron Rodgers barely making it back for this game could potentially hurt their preparation for this game, and Russell Wilson coming back could easily reinvigorate this Seahawks team. And I mean, I don't necessarily think that the Seahawks are going to be like a Super Bowl contender with Russell Wilson back, but I think that like at least this week it's going to be a big deal.
Oh, you can win literally any game. Any guy Russell Wilson quarterback on your team, you can win any game. Especially with DK Metcalf, man.
Yeah,
I got a beast.
All right, so Los Angeles Rams at San Francisco 49ers. What you got?
Rams at 49ers. Ooh, that's a fun one. Rams.
Yep. I don't know if it's a fun one. I'm just going to say Rams because the Rams are a better football team than the San Francisco 49ers. Regardless of health, actually, I think even a fully healthy San Francisco 49ers, the Rams are probably a better team.
Did Lamar Jackson have 100 yards rushing or passing?
Well, as many sacks as he's taken, probably can't have 100 yards rushing. He almost fumbled that ball, too.
I know. Dude, I mean, he did not, like, I mean, man, I don't know. I don't know. I won't get burned for this, but he has not. It doesn't look like he could throw the ball down the field. It doesn't look like he's been passing the ball well this game. And I won't get burned for that.
That Ravens offensive line has looked rough, too. Like, the Dolphins have been all over them in the backfield.
But, like, it just seems like they're just running the ball all the time.
Yeah. Well, that's because it's a Greg Roman offense. That's what he's known for.
And then they go like, all right, they're gonna crit, and then the Dolphins gonna bite on the run, and then the Ravens gonna pass the ball. But like it's always a threat of the pass. That's why it's so good because they always have a threat of a pass. Like it's not like it's like we could run it on you or pass it on you anytime. We're gonna pass it 99.9% of the time, but the minute you bite on that run, we could pass it. We could just flick it downfield to Marquise Brown.
Yeah,
like right here, run. Like looking, no, I'm gonna look, but I'm not gonna actually pass the ball. I'm just gonna look and then run out of bounds.
Right.
But I was gonna pass it though. I promise you, I'm gonna pass it.
Dude, is this sustainable? Like
I told you, it's
Dolphins, not. No. The Dolphins. There's the Dolphins today. Is this strategy that they're using against the Ravens sustainable? Because like it's looking like the Ravens can't get anything done offensively. And if they just continue that through the whole game, then the Dolphins are going to win this game.
The Ravens have not looked like good teams since they played since the first. The Ravens have not since they played the Colts. They have not looked good at all. Like they haven't, man. Their last 4 games, man. Their last 4 games. Let's review the last 4 games. The last 4 games, they lost to they barely beat the Colts. They lost to the Bengals. They had a bye week.
They got smashed by the Bengals.
They barely beat the Vikings, and now look what they're doing to the Dolphins. Come on, man.
Right.
It's a matter of time. Who we got next on docket?
Well, you said since the Colts game they've looked bad. They smacked the Chargers.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to play the Chargers. I forgot about the Chargers.
Yeah.
Besides that, Chargers, they got their own problems.
They did well against the Broncos and the Chargers, and those are really the only impressive games they've had all year, honestly. Other than that, you've got, like, they barely beat the Chiefs. They lost to a sloppy-ass Raiders team week 1. They lost to the Lions, and I will say that until the day I die. Got smacked by the Bengals, almost lost to the Vikings, and they're definitely giving themselves a shot to lose to the Dolphins. And God, I hope they lose to the Dolphins, man. Like, please pull this off, Miami. I will take back everything I ever said bad about Brian Flores for a few minutes and then go back to saying it.
Oh, he's horrible.
No, he's right.
Honestly, though, I really wonder, man, because like I say this all the time. I think a coach could. Like, all right, so like Josh Allen. I think if Josh Allen was drafted by the Browns, I don't think he would have done well.
You don't think so?
No.
I think Josh Allen's like just a more talented Baker Mayfield, honestly.
I think
he's like Baker Mayfield with the ability to run.
I think the Browns would have run with Josh Allen.
Well,
I think Cleveland ruined Josh Allen. I think Baker Mayfield has that attitude, that tough attitude that Baker Mayfield has, and his ability, like freaking like Sunday, man, dealing with all that bullshit. Like I don't think Josh Allen would have been able to deal with the BS that the Browns organization would have thrown at him. I just really don't. I think that they would have ate him alive.
All right, so moving on. We're getting into the AFC North games now. So let's start with since obviously we both picked the Ravens to beat the Dolphins, which is not looking like a good prediction right now, by the way. But I also will gladly take the L if that happens.
Come on, Tua.
All right, so how about the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions? What you got, Thomas?
This is my big upset of the week. I'm taking Lions.
Wow. Okay, so this is also my big upset of the week, and I'm also taking the Lions.
Dang, great minds think alike. See, there you go. See, look, I'm not gonna look, Kyle. Usually I get mad at you for having the same big up, but like, doesn't it just seem fishy?
Yeah, no, it really does. The Steelers have been doing this all year, and they were doing it all last year too. You know, they were like, how
It's a great, like,
sustainable is it to be like playing these super close games with bad teams? And it's like I feel like eventually they're gonna get like in trouble, and the fact that they haven't yet is insane. So I mean, I think it's got to happen at some point, and why not this week? I think the Detroit Lions have been playing some teams hard all year, and I mean not all teams, but you know the Steelers have no offense, so I
that
think that's going to
exact
be good
no
for the
offense.
Lions. I think that's going to be good for the Lions, who also struggle with offense. Um,
But they can score on you, man. They can like Swift and Jared Goff. They can find ways to score points, man. They just find ways to score points, and that Steelers team, they just haven't been scoring at all. The Steelers are the worst offense in the league.
yeah, it's definitely up there. I think the Steelers are going to get punched in the mouth a little bit by a Detroit Lions team. I think they're going to go down early, and I think they're just not going to be able to recover. Basically,
Yeah, I mean, shoot. I mean, like, what they're gonna do with, and they're not gonna take the Lions seriously either.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I know too.
Dude,
I
did
know,
you see
I
that?
know.
That was like elite
I've
pocket
seen it.
presence. That was elite pocket presence, and then he just throws it to an empty space on the field.
Like,
He didn't even get it tipped. Like he got the ball out of his hand before the guy made contact.
you suck too.
Jesus, Tua.
I'm with you though. I think the Lions are gonna come out. They're gonna come out like swinging. They're gonna probably over the playbook and probably try and do whatever they can to win to get this first win. They think they're gonna see this opportunity to get their first win of the season, make a statement. Yeah, the Lions gonna be Steelers.
Yeah, and the Steelers are a team that I think they could do it against because honestly, the Steelers have so many flaws.
Shit.
I think it's going to be a defensive battle, but I think ultimately the Lions are going to make a few more plays than the Steelers, and like I said, I think it's going to happen early, and the Steelers are just not going to recover.
I'm pretty sure it's still like 45-point favorites in Vegas. That's a sucker's bet, man. You
I'd take that bet all fucking day long. On the other side, obviously,
know what I'm saying? That's a sucker's bet, man. That's definitely a sucker bet.
right?
Ah.
All right. So next game we got is the Cincinnati Bengals playing nobody. What do you
I'm
think, Thomas?
on. I think the Bengals are going to be able to regroup this weekend, come back and rebound against nobody.
All right. I think that the Bengals are going to find a way to lose the bye week because they have literally done that every single year my entire life.
No,
They
they'll be
find
fine,
some
man.
way to come out of the bye week with an L.
Look, man, look, man. Look. We both got degrees in history, but you go all your future's unwritten. And like I stress that a lot because like I hear a lot of that from Browns fans and people from Cleveland where um they have this woes us attitude. We got beat in the past attitude, so we can't do in the future attitude. Y'all got 2 weeks to prepare for the Raiders, man, and y'all got the Steelers after the Raiders. If y'all win those 2 games, y'all be at 7-4.
I
Man,
know, and
come on.
that would be great. I'm mostly joking, by the way,
I
but
know you
but
are.
it
I know you are.
is accurate that pretty much every year of my life they found a way to lose on the bye week.
They'll be fine, man. They'll be fine. I think you're gonna see. I think what's gonna happen is Joe Burrow's the type of person to reach out to people, to somebody like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. They got something special going on, and I guarantee you, this off week they're gonna rekindle. They're gonna find different ways to improve their relationships, and I think they're gonna get better as the season goes on. I think Joe Burrow's that tough, and he got a chance to make the playoffs. He smells blood. It's
Did you
gonna be
see
good.
that throw by Lamar?
Yeah, I seen that throw.
Dude, holy shit! Like, I mean, I'll trash talk Lamar all day long, but that was a pretty throw. Like that sidearm shit, like flicking it.
My
God damn.
goodness.
God damn. I know, fuck the Ravens, but still.
Like, why can't they be playing like a team like the freaking Like, why can't they be playing the Patriots? That's right now.
They'll get around.
Same team that we're playing.
All right, last game we need to talk about and predict.
That's not a catch.
We got the Cleveland Browns traveling to Foxborough, Massachusetts, to play the New England Patriots. Also, that is definitely a catch.
Okay, that's good.
It never hit the ground, to the best of my knowledge.
Got you. I got the give me the Browns. I know. I think I have an idea where you're gonna go, but give me the Browns. I think Dearness Johnson is gonna come up big for the Browns this weekend. There's also a chance Nick Chubb might play. I don't think he will, but there's a chance. But he's not showing you samples they're saying. But like I don't think I think getting 2 negative tests is really hard to do in that short amount of time. So,
yep.
But I still think Dearness Johnson is gonna. I think Dearness Johnson he's more than capable running back. I think that he's actually I went back and watched that game against the Broncos. I mean, yeah, our line looked good against the Broncos, but Dearness Johnson had 160 yards. Dearness Johnson's not a bad running back at all. I mean, he's a third string running back. Man, honestly, dude, on the low, Dearness Johnson shows some things that Kareem. He's not better than Kareem Hunt, but he's not far off, man. He's a good running back. He's not no Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is the Hall of Fame talent. Like, Nick Chubb is insane. Like, we seen that 70-yard run that he had on the Bengals. Like, that was just like, he does it so easily. But he ain't a Nick Chubb. He can't do what Nick Chubb does. Nobody can do what Nick Chubb does, unless you're Derrick Henry. But I think Aaron Johnson is a really good talent. I think he's gonna play. He's gonna run violently, and he's gonna be a weapon for the Browns. So give me the Browns.
Okay. Well, as you probably expected, I am gonna go with the Patriots here.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Patriots are really good right now, and I think I'm not saying the Browns are not good, but I think the Patriots are really good right now. I think the Browns are going into this game. I mean, this isn't the Broncos. This isn't the Broncos. Well, the Broncos were in the middle of floundering. This is the New England Patriots with one of the best defenses in the NFL right now, and I don't know if I see if y'all don't have Nick Chubb, it's going to be tough. I don't see Dearness Johnson having the same kind of game against the Patriots like he had against the Broncos. I mean, I'm not saying he can't be effective, but not quite to that extent.
Well, that means that the person that's going to win the game is only one person only, not 6.
They said that was incomplete?
Yeah, they did.
What? That was... What? Dude, if I was a Ravens fan, I'd be livid right now.
Where the ball hit the ground?
I did not see that happen on video, though. That's the thing. And not only... It's like if it was called a fumble on the field, or not a fumble, if it was called incomplete on the field, then okay, whatever. Because there's a point during the play where you can't really tell where the ball is. And so maybe the ball hits the ground there, and so if it's called incomplete on the field, then you can't really overturn that. But if it's called complete, I don't see any point where there's any evidence that the ball hits the ground while it's being bobbled. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'll take it. Fuck the Ravens, but still.
Either way, the Ravens' offense does not look good right now.
Not a bit.
Like, no matter what, either way, the Ravens' offense just doesn't look good at all. Like, they ain't.
He just ran into his own play.
Like, the Ravens' offense is just not look good right now. I know it's Thursday night and you didn't have a lot of time to prepare, but man, like.
That was beautiful.
At home with Baker Mayfield. Yo, I mean, so this is going to be a game in 6, man. And I might be real with you. I think he could do it. The reason why I think Baker Mayfield could do it, because Baker Mayfield, man, he looks like he's on a mission.
Well, so does Mac Jones. Mac Jones looks like he's on a mission with a license to kill.
You think Mac Jones is a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield?
No, not in any way, shape, or form. But I'm saying I think the New England Patriots are a more complete football team than the Cleveland Browns right now. And I think Mac Jones is good enough to complement the Patriots into a victory.
I'm with you, man, and you're not gonna like this statement, and this is gonna be a hot take, So maybe this is the overconfidence in my coach, but I think Kevin Stefanski's offensive scheme can outsmart Bill Belichick's defensive scheme enough to get this win. Kevin Stefanski, I trust.
Holy shit! What was that play?
I don't know, but it worked.
You see that flea flicker that like went back?
I don't know, but it worked. I don't know, but it worked.
And Miles Gaskin's mad too. Like he I think he thinks he should have gotten more on the play, but like that was a broken play that ended up being awesome.
You got more than you needed.
Like you thought you were gonna get like, oh, he slipped. That's what happened.
Oh yeah, he could totally juke that fat dude out.
Yeah. But dude, you got a first down when that could have been like a 15-yard loss. Like, now here's the thing: he could have juked that. He could have juked the defensive lineman out there, but he probably would have gotten caught by the guy that was running behind him. So he probably still wouldn't have gotten that much out of that play. Dude,
All I'm saying
the
is,
Dolphins are driving now, dude. Go Dolphins!
I know.
Oh, that's a flag.
But so all I'm saying is that this is gonna be a proven game for Baker Mayfield. I'm very excited to see if Baker Mayfield's able to prove it.
It's on the Dolphins. God damn it.
It's gonna be a fun game. Anyway, Kyle, I love to stay on this. Any other predictions we got? I want to start again. Did you email me that?
I did. I emailed you the episode. Maybe. I definitely. Let me go to my email. I have not emailed it to you yet, actually. I uploaded it, but I didn't email it. So let me go ahead and do that right now. And so for anybody listening right now, we will have the Battle of Ohio podcast up for you hopefully tomorrow. So that'd be real ideal.
I'll try to have it done tonight.
There you go. So that's the plan. But anyway, guys, those are our predictions for the week. And what a catch! What a catch. It's almost kind of a shame that we're not sticking through the end of this game because this has turned into a good one.
What a throw.
A good one for people who don't like the Ravens. So.
Man, the Ravens lose this game. I kept on thinking to myself, man, I come look at this game, I'm like, man, well, the Dolphins are at home, and I do got my rule about home teams and the freaking Thursday night games. And I just kept on thinking to myself, man, this game is weird. And I did say that thing about the Ravens being a fraud team. I just don't think it's sustainable, man. It just got to collapse. Like, it can't be sustainable, can it be? Like, am I crazy for thinking that, Kyle?
It is. It can be sustainable. It sure can be, but I kind of agree with you. I don't think it's going to. I think they're ultimately going to get exposed the same way Greg Roman offenses tend to always do. The one time it didn't is when it got them to the Super Bowl, and even then, the Ravens, the Ravens, which was the team he was facing against at the time, the Ravens figured him out when the Super Bowl came. So Greg Roman offenses always get figured out. That's the thing.
Download this right now. Start tracking out. This is trying to take too long to edit anyway. Cool. I'm just gonna put this in fast forward and start editing this.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, that's pretty much gonna do it for the predictions. So
if you want to stay alive, you can. If you want to stay alive if you want to stay alive during the game, I might comment on this. I might get in the comment section and watch you.
Well, yeah, I mean we can, but I could also stand to use the time to.
I got you.
Yeah, if you're gonna hop off, I could you're gonna edit the podcast. I could stand to edit my YouTube video here.
All right, cool.
So probably gonna hop off now, but kind of a shame because this has turned into an interesting matchup. And if the Dolphins really pull this off, I'd love to have at least one of our reactions to it recorded. But we both got shit to do, so don't really have time for that. And I'd rather not. I was up till like 4:00 in the morning the other day. What was it? I think on Monday, trying to get get the recap video done for that Bengals game, and I don't want to do that again.
The Ravens are gonna win.
I want to knock this out and be done with it. You know.
Yep, the Ravens are gonna win tonight. The end.
You don't know that.
They always do this. They always do this stuff. They always do this BS. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. So thanks for listening, everybody. You can always check me out, Kyle Phelps92 on Twitter, Facebook.com/ThePhelps. Check him out, T_star94 on Twitter and Instagram. Go check out my YouTube channel, Kyle Phelps. Welcome to the Jungle with Kyle Phelps, but it's just called Kyle Phelps, like the name of the channel. And there we go, Dolphins. Come on, let's go. And then Thomas is the Thomas J Network on YouTube and TikTok. So, yeah. I'm just a wee bit distracted because the Dolphins are marching down the field. Looks like they're going to get a touchdown here. So, yeah.
Fat middle finger. Dude, the Dolphins win, that'd be great. Go Dolphins.
You know what I am going to do? I can't stick around for the whole game, but I am going to stick around to the end of this drive. And we're going to get at least my reaction to hopefully maybe they get a touchdown. And let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Tua Tagovailoa is talking to someone. Oh, he calls a timeout. Why are you calling a timeout, Tua? Well, okay. I guess they're calling a timeout because they almost took a delay of game. But still, come on. Come on, have a little bit more awareness of what you're doing. I don't know. Make sure to check out this episode of the I guess Bengals bye week and Browns Patriots week preview episode of the Battle of Ohio podcast that will probably come out, if not sometime tomorrow, hopefully sometime tomorrow. But probably will come out sometime on Saturday on Spotify and Apple, because it always comes out a little later because we have to get it to Around the Block, and then Around the Block has to upload it themselves for us, and it's just going through like a whole middleman system. It takes a little bit extra time to get that uploaded. But on YouTube, it should be up most likely, if not tomorrow morning, it'll be up tomorrow like afternoon or something like that.
Yeah,
a lot of good content. We had some good conversations in this particular episode, so y'all are definitely going to want to check that out.
There's a lot of great conversations in this episode.
Tua Tagovailoa is in shotgun formation, talking around, needs to get that ball off. Steps back, he throws, and it's deflected. Nothing. But there is a flag. I think they're gonna get. The Ravens for pass interference on that one, because the Ravens are not. Not happy. Let me see. Oh, it might be pass interference on the offense based on what I just saw. Marlon Humphrey was definitely looking back for it. They call that on the defense. That's bullshit. Are they called that on the offense. Are you kidding me? They called that was pass interference on Marlon Humphrey? Really? That's such a joke, dude. Like, as much as I killed the Steelers for winning because of bad penalties, that's like if the Ravens lose this game, it's going to partially be because of bad penalties. Like, that was such crap. That's the second penalty I've seen today. That was just such crap. Like, that was not pass interference. That was, if anything, that was pass interference on the offense. But yeah, whatever. I'm not going to be too upset. I just want to see the Ravens lose. I don't really care how they lose. I want the Bengals to have a better chance of winning the division. So let's fucking go. Ravens lose to the Dolphins, then maybe it's not such a bad thing. The Bengals lost to the Jets, Let's fucking go. All right, come on, Tua. He's in shotgun formation. Man motions to his left. Takes a snap. Play action, and it's deflected again. Tua just, man. Maybe that's why they put Jacoby Brissett in. That one was almost intercepted, too. They might have to take another field goal the way they're playing right now. Yeah, he's lucky that one wasn't intercepted. It was a little too high for the defender, But, I mean, the way he knocked it down, it could have easily been intercepted by, like, a lineman or something who just, like, came up from under there. Anyway, Tua is in the shotgun formation once again. Motions, hands off, and I don't think he got it. Oh, but there's a flag. What's the flag? What the fuck is happening? What's the flag? Oh, false start. It's false start. So no play. So it's third down again. I guess if anything, that's probably good for the Dolphins because that was not a touchdown. It would be fourth down. So they get another shot at the end zone. So I mean that's not good, but it's it's not terrible. I don't even know what I'm saying. Go Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa once again in the shotgun formation from the 6-yard line now. Steps back, steps up, throws, and there's another flag. What is happening? What is happening? Are they going to call him for pass interference again? Are we going to have to do all these 4 downs all over again? And yeah, he's pissed off. The Ravens defender is pissed off, and I think they're going to get him for pass interference. And this is just an absolute joke of a football game. What on earth is happening? I don't even understand, man. Like, how... Like, what? How are you supposed to defend the pass at this point?
Kyle, you ain't all that. You're a bat.
Holding on the offense... And then personal foul face mask on the defense. Are they going to call that offsetting? Yeah, offsetting. And then we're playing third down. Oh my god. Like this is just... This set of downs is never going to end. It's working out in the Dolphins' favor because they're taking time off the clock. And they're winning. But... What on earth is happening? What'd you say, Thomas?
I said, you're not all that. You're a bat.
Okay, then.
I'm editing the podcast.
Okay. Tua Tagovailoa in shotgun formation, steps all the way back, and tosses it up to a lineman who goes off, and he gets the touchdown! No, they're calling him down at, like, the inch-yard line. And they're throwing a flag. The fuck? They're throwing another flag. It's probably illegal touching because the offensive lineman's not supposed to be able to do that. But that's a touchdown. Hey, that's a touchdown. If it's not illegal touching, then that's a touchdown. Like, based on the replay there, that is 1,000% a touchdown. Dude, look at the big old number 68 out here, like, diving across the field for a touchdown. Like, he's, fucking Odell Beckham Jr. or some shit.
Yeah.
But I'm betting it's probably illegal touching because, the guard's not supposed to be allowed to, like, unless it's tipped. Like, you can't just throw it to, you can't just throw it to the offensive lineman. Like, if it's tipped, he can catch it. But it wasn't tipped. Yeah, illegal touching on the offense. Yep. Okay, so that's going to back him up. And they're going to replay third down. Holy God. They're going to replay third down. Is this set of downs ever going to end? Are we in hell? Is this hell? Is this just the perpetual never-ending down? Oh my God.
You're funny, dude.
And that, to be fair, that is the correct call. You cannot throw it to a lineman unless they report as eligible, and that's what happened. Now, a lineman can catch it if it's tipped, but it wasn't tipped. Man, what a heads up play though by 68 there though, like to get it and then run it in and then like dive for the touchdown. I mean that should be on a highlight reel somewhere, even though it was a penalty. That's just cool. You love to see that. But anyway, the Dolphins are now backed up to their own 11, and oh boy, I can't really see them punching it in at this point, just because they have not really done much to this point at all. They do have more room. Tua takes a shotgun snap, throws high to Hollins, and it's nowhere near him, so it's Like after all that buildup, man, maybe that's why they benched Tua, because Tua sucks too.
He was fucked ass.
Tua's ass, dude.
Yeah, he is.
I mean that was like that dude went out of bounds and still had to jump to catch the ball. Like that's how far away that pass was. That was a terrible throw. All right. Dolphins lining up for the 29-yard field goal attempt. And he knocks it through, and it is now 9-3 Dolphins, and I'm going to go do some editing. So thank you for watching, everybody, to this extended edition of the Battle of Ohio podcast predictions for Week 10. I'm Kyle. Catch me at KylePhelps92 on Twitter and Instagram. Or not on Instagram. Don't go check out my Instagram. My Instagram, you will not find anything interesting on my Instagram because I don't use it. Because I hate Instagram. I don't understand the point of Instagram. Thomas has an Instagram at T_star94. You can find him there and on Twitter. Tom's J Network on YouTube and TikTok. And then go check me out on Kyle Phelps on YouTube. And like and subscribe if you like the podcast and get more of the podcast. So thank you for listening, everybody. And I'll leave you all with a hooday.